Good afternoon, everybody. Starting up my Saturday stream here. Trying to do old dungeons. Trying to do old dungeons. See if, after a 10-year absence, I still remember anything of them. I've been doing this for a couple weeks now. I did Pieces of Sorrow's Furnace a couple weeks ago. And then last week I did Tomb of the Primeval Kings. Or say I tried to. I failed to do it in hard mode, but I managed to do it, turn around and do it in normal mode at least. This week took a vote in the chat last week, and the only one who voted for Frostmaw's Burrows, which is, in my mind, a bit of a legendary dungeon in the Eye of the North expansion. I remember this one. I remember the first level and the fifth level pretty clearly. Those two levels are fairly small, but the main thing with Frostmaw's Burrows is the worms. There's these giant worms that cast a hex on you called Wurm Bile, which does some pretty heavy damage over time to you, and also, and to your entire party, or at least adjacent allies, enemies, or allies. So keeping clear of Wurm Bile or being able to clean it off, was always kind of really the biggest thing in this one. Apart from the worms and the Wurm Bile, I don't remember much about this one. I think there's some elemental entities, I think some of the avalanche guys are in here, but I'm really not sure. I did, last week I ran Together as One, which was an anniversary PvE skill that a viewer helped me out with a couple weeks ago. That one would be great in here because it gives, armor, and also it gives a fair amount of health regen. However, I'm feeling a little, this whole thing, the thing in the stream is nostalgic, but I'm kind of wanting to try it just with the skills that we had at the time. So mainly Eye of the North, Nightfall, Factions, Prophecies skills only. Now in this one, interrupting the Wurm Bile is really kind of the biggest thing that I'm trying to do, and for that I run a Warmonger's weapon, which if the enemy is if they're not attacking but if they're casting a spell, it can interrupt them, and also running Warmonger's Barrage instead of Splinter Barrage. And I also have two ranger heroes along with me. And I kind of did a really hasty skill rebuild on them a little bit, and I really don't know how well this is going to work. Jin is also running a Warmonger's Barrage and interrupting deal. Pyre he's got his own health regen, but he's also going to be putting down a trap, healing spring for us, and he also has some energy regen on his own because some of these are expensive skills. I switched Livia around, not much. I swapped out Jagged Bones for Aura of the Lich. Although I wonder, maybe I should have brought Great Golem, the giant golem, flesh golem instead. I don't know. I'm not running Petway. I could. It would provide more bodies and distractions for Wurm Bile, I guess. But I'm opting just to go just with straight party. Gwen is running my general interrupt build, although I did swap out her pet and added a Hex Eater Signet, so that she, if she touches one of us that's hexed with Wurm Bile, she'll remove the hex, and she also gains energy. And up to 4 adjacent allies. That's why I wanted on there, because it's a little bit of an AoE hex removal, so that seemed like a good idea. Talcorda's my monk, and she's just running the same Zealous Benediction build, which is probably not great in here. The Zealous Benediction, I think, is great for single target healing, but we're likely to be getting a bunch of we're going to probably need some, party-wide healing in here. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I also have Vec. He's just running his Earth warding and AoE build. Didn't really change him around. I did swap in Hada, and she's running a really heavy motivation build for, healing us with chance and also trying to remove hexes and remove conditions on some of her skills. I really don't know how well this is going to work. And since I do remember a bit about this dungeon, enough of it, I'm going to, again, try to run it in hard mode and see how far we get. I'm going to dial this light down a little bit. Now, the thing with Frostmaw's Burrows is it's way up here. So even to get there, I need to do a little trek. So I'm going to head out. I will pick up the, I think these guys give bonuses for like killing X number of, after you kill 25, receive Strength of the Norn. That's some party-wide buff. Actually, is it party-wide? No, just for me, I guess. And I wasn't sure what I wanted for my third. I love Pain Inverter and I love the Assassin Support. I wasn't sure what my third... Oh. Okay. And this is me not paying attention. Although... it would be good to just even make sure this team can survive. Is there an Aurochs in here? Usually there's a healing bison in here somewhere. Not in this group. This might be slow. Skill. So, feel no pain, 3 health regeneration. If I'm drunk, I would also have 300 maximum health. Well, I'm not drunk. Oh, and that's the other thing. I'm gonna have to clear out this group, aren't I? Yeah. I'm running with the clean inventory. Oops. Ah. No consumables, no nothing. Just very bare bones. I'm going to see if I can't sneak by as many of these as possible. But these hollow spines may have just posed that idea. Maybe. I expect that group of Aurochs that just went south is going to catch up to me. Yep, there they are. Well, I shall just I'll just clean them out. Yeah, I'm gonna park the Wurm on the healer. When in doubt, park the Mesmer on the healer. Well, we're not dying, but we're not fast either. I did not really check any of these builds on PVX Wiki. I sort of like cooking up my own stuff. I'm probably almost certainly not the most efficient setup here. I did on Haida on the Paragon, I did try to equip her with a number of shouts and chants that will give party-wide energy recharge. Let's see if we can just get these chilling whiffs without waking up those wolves. Yeah, so the name of the game in this dungeon is as much AoE interruption as I can get, which is why I'm running Warmongers. The problem with Warmongers is it is a bit expensive on the energy front. Recharge time on it is also not great, but the hope is that we'll be able to interrupt the worms enough to where we can beat them down before we really have to worry about warmongering them again. And that's also why I've got, secondary interrupts, distracting. Rangers should always have distracting shot, in my opinion. We'll clear out these guys though. Oh, got Maelstrom. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to try to equip Maelstrom on an Elementalist, because I think that would interrupt the... Oh, we already have our first death, and we haven't gotten to the dungeon. Gwen's down. Oh, we did get a gold drop, though. I'm going to pause momentarily to check something. Make sure my stream is coming through okay. Should. Haven't changed anything. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Yep. All right. Oh, I was going to raise my mic a little bit. Oh, it's already maxed out. All right, never mind. Back to the game. Now, I believe for Frostmaws, there's a NPC right outside of the dungeon that you get the quest from. Oh, hang on. I think I need to go this way. I think there's a bunch of mobs down here. There's some elementals down there. There's some elementals over there, but I think we can sneak by them. Unless they change course. So yeah, Norn country, basically giants, very much live for adventure and all that jazz. I just got a whisper. Want something to make it more chill? I'm guessing this is somebody in chat. Appreciate the offer of stuff, but I'm going to try and do this, doing it in hard mode, so I'm not exactly doing it chill. I'm kind of expecting this to be a little bit like Tomb of the Primeval Kings last time, where it's like, yeah, hard mode for a little while, probably death, and then take it again on normal mode. We were on a hunt, my brothers and I, when the ground shook and heaved beneath our feet. It was as if the earth itself became racked by a death rattle. I was tossed in the air and slammed against a mighty tree. When I awoke, the smell of blood was thick on my tongue. I found my brothers torn to pieces, a giant frostworm ripping the flesh from their bones. I could only watch, sick with horror, as the beast finished its meal and descended into its lair. I swore I would avenge my kin or join them. So he will avenge them, but we're going to be the ones that actually kill, huh? Wait a second. Oh yeah, and they're having their own discussion here. Yeah, whatever. We know we got to kill a giant worm, so we shall see. Now I know, again, dim memory. Step very carefully. Oh, wow! There's guys right off the bat here. Okay, and giant rolling snowballs as well. Reminds me of the old Dragon's Lair game. You know, the Laserdisc game where there's that one level that had the balls you had to try and dodge, jump and dodge through. I'm afraid I was never very good at that one. Kind of want to wait for those chromatic drakes to come by. I do not want to over aggro if I can help it. And I've learned that yes, these avalanches from that one outside has a maelstrom, so I need to watch out for that. No, I'm going to spread guys out a little bit here. Pull them in. Ouch. Okay, yeah, so we've got some NPCs following us. I think they just auto-res on their own. In hard mode. Careful. And and there's a worm down there. It's not on us yet, though. I don't think so. Oh, okay, he is. That's a siege worm. Frost siege worm. Okay, I forgot that those were a thing in here. Oh, we have our... Oh no, that's frost larvae. Young frost worm. Okay, the young ones, I guess, do not do the worm bile. The thing is, I don't trust the heroes with these rolling balls. It seems like a bad thing. Although here... I think they get hit by that siege worm. Now I'll see if I can pull. Really just want to clear out some stuff. That's the other thing the Norn NPCs are good for. It's like they'll charge forward. They can take the bulk of the hexes and everything, and the siege worm stuff. I know if I charge that worm though. Oh, well, okay, that's one way. Maelstroms in the mix. Alright, and we should be... Oh! I don't know who did it, but somebody interrupted that Wurm Bile, which is appreciated. Also interrupted Wurm Siege and Wurm Bile. I'm gonna have to turn around and get this worm that's to the left of the road. Okay, it's one up. Oh, these are little worms, they're okay. Alright, I need to get this guy. No Wurm Bile for you. At some point I'm going to have to get hit by Wurm Bile so you guys can see what it does, the havoc it wreaks. I don't want to. I'm going to try and resist it for as long as possible. Not wild about having those avalanches in the mix here, though, too. Okay. Well, so far, not doing too badly. It's, I'm not expecting Livia to have a full complement of minions, but just enough that can serve as a distraction is really kind of all I was hoping for. I'm going to see if I can pull these guys back up here. This is the other thing, the tactic I always used was just trying to flag my heroes away in a group away so that if an AoE does come in, it'll only hit one or two of them. And we've got witches. Oh, we've got Wurm coming in there. Oh, just a little bit. Little ones don't scare me. At least not yet. Let's see if I can pull the... You know, I think if I pull these guys... I'm going to advance a little closer. I think I'm going to get a an actual real worm pop up here in a little bit. I'll wait for this snowball to go. I said those Norn NPCs are great for taking aggro. Those avalanches just maelstrom to them, and it's like, yeah, that's fine. I can deal with that. Yeah, that hurts a little bit. Not too bad. Oops. Oh, here we go. Okay, here's one of the real guys. Oh, and we've got 2 of them. And we have been hexed. Yep. Wurm Bile has entered the arena. And how? Yeah, so I'm expecting a lot more of that. That was not great. Stone collector. Got some collectors down there, but ideally I would have spotted that there were 2 of them sooner, so I could park one of my heroes on one. Okay. Oh, I didn't do this on the last one. Gives me a little bit of a buff. Area map. Pressing U. What's this guy? Cold Vengeance. Don't linger over my wounds, death comes for me, and I welcome its cold embrace. If you seek the ghastly worm, you must lure from the mountains. Frostmaw children feed on the rats infesting this place. Use them to lure the worms out where you can kill them. I don't think that's actually a thing. I think it's just... Jin on this other one, although a little nervous about. My memory is that worms tend to pop up just after you aggro groups. Giveaway with the worms, though, is the ground will start shaking and you might get knocked down. That's part of the reason I have Vec. He's got Ward of Stability. Go through that door, or does it matter? Actually, it said I got an area map. No, I guess I'll go through here and see if it'll let me. Actually, up. And we have worms. Just the one big one. Hey man, Beck, where's the woods to go? Oh, okay. Gotta kill the worm, open the door. That's... Frozen soil. Oh, yeah, icy stalagmites. They put down a bunch of spirits. Frozen soil. That's some nasty business, because that prevents your party from being able to res. Oh, and there's a siege worm over there. No. Oh. And we have Wurm again. I love War's stability in here, though. Yeah, if the worms want to come at us one at a time, that's fine. We're worried about that siege worm back there. Don't like having to charge forward. Ah! Okay. Well, that's why I have heroes. If I can't interrupt, chances are one of them will. Alright, I will continue to approach somewhat. Okay, there's a door there. I'll let the party deal with the elementals. Focus on that worm, make sure he doesn't get any of his shots off. Oh shit, okay. Now it's real. That's a lot of worms. Oh, this is why warmongers. Oh man, we've got to get this one down. Well, I've been worm-biled. Siege worm is down. That one is down. Alright, that was scary. Honestly, I'm actually not sure how we got past that one, because it looked like there were 4 or 5 worms in that group. We did get worm-biled, but I guess it cleared out enough. I forget what the most... When in doubt, I'm just going to head the shortest way. What do we have in there? Stormcloud Incubi. I believe they are elementalists. Are they? They must be air. Air elementalists. Oh yeah, and their visibility comes and goes. You know what? Yep, there they are. Whoa! There's a lot. Oh. Wow. Never mind the worms. That was something else. Well. Really, Livia? Oh, shit. Alright, I was expecting death at the hands of the worms. I was not expecting, this massive storm cloud. I wonder if I should go around the other way, maybe, because this is a really heavy wall of guys. Oh man, Livia, come on. Ah! Well, we might actually be able to... Nope, bad idea. Yeah, I don't know that this route is working out. I think I will go around this other way, because that really does look like an impenetrable wall. These guys are going to be stuck dead back there, but I do not know that I'll be able to get... Okay, there's a door here. What the hell is up there? Masses of elementals. Oh shit. Alright, spread out. I wish my character was drunk so I could get that that extra 300 HP right about now. Down again. Temporarily gain 20 armor. Yeah. Appreciated. You know, Gwen's death penalty is going to be an issue, though. Oh man, it's just open season with masses of elementalists, aren't there? Ooh, shit. That's awfully close to that other. A lot of knockdown. Let's see if they can get me up. Retreat. I'll try to put Pain and Bird on somebody. Run away. A little too much heat. Did get some of them, but without having death penalty removal, this is think we maybe got 2 of them. Jeez. This might be the end of the run, actually. Oh, shit. The auto-resing Norn. Really? Okay, there we go. Man, I don't know if we got any of them. That's still a massive... I also don't like that these frozen elementals are so close. I almost wonder if maybe the Storm Cloud Incubi area isn't the better way to go. At least there, those Norn hero guys might res. I wonder if I can get close enough to where they will res. Oh. Yeah, this is not good. I might be switching to normal mode sooner than expected today. Actually, I don't know if I should say sooner than expected. I expected it to go badly. I expected it to be at the hands of Wurms, not at these guys. Yeah, I'm at 38. Yeah. All right, well, kamikaze time. I'm going to go ahead and just... Yeah, I was hoping I'd be able to get one of them just for the payment burger, but nope. Oh, probably back up. Up and down and up and down. Yeah, I don't see a way forward with this group as is, so I think I'm going to jump out. I will reset for normal mode, I think. Let's see. Normal mode. That's the other thing about hard mode is it's like, yeah, same mobs, but more. There's more of them in there, I guess. I was actually kind of pleased with, overall pleased with how we were dealing with the worms. I just wasn't expecting that wall of elementalists. That's the surprising thing. I was going to say, it's like if I had a catchphrase for this channel or for this series of streams of running old dungeons after 10 years, my catchphrase was going to be like, oh yeah, I remember that. Or, oh yeah, that's a thing. Honestly, I had no memory of all those elementalists. It's like I remember the worms and Wurm Bile. I did not remember all those elemental enemies. Well, normal mode is okay, especially if there's stuff like that it's like, yeah, I really didn't remember. and therefore didn't plan for. So I planned for the Wurm Bile a bit, you know, for like hex removal, condition removal, you know, all that kind of stuff, but did not plan to run into 15 elemental guys all at once. I was initially setting up, I was thinking, it's like, yeah, you know, hard mode, normal mode. It's like, yeah, hard mode will certainly be difficult. Normal mode might be too easy. It's like, you know, I get down there on that second level, I run into those elementalists again. I mean, I'm sure there probably won't be quite as many, but I think it'll still hurt. Hey there, Dune. Welcome in. What's going on with you today? Did hard mode go badly? Yes, but not in the way you would expect. Or at least not the way I expected. I expected to die to, you know, Wurm Bile everywhere. I didn't. My team was actually doing okay against the worms. But on the second floor, there are just masses of elemental guys that I did not know were there. It's like, you think most groups, it's like, you know, 5 or 6. It's like, no, this was like, you know, 12, heavy elemental guys all at once. They made very short work of my party. So I was not expecting that. But again, that's kind of the fun of this. It's like, you know, what do I remember and what don't I remember? I remembered Wurm Bile. I prepared for Wurm Bile. As a result, Wurm Bile wasn't a problem, or wasn't a huge problem. I did not know about that many elementals. Difficulty Master. Oh. I wonder if, since I accept this in hard mode, can I not do this in normal? Or maybe I just wouldn't get the reward? Yeah, I don't know. The door's open. I'll go in there. Yeah, the door's open. I can get in there. I use a hero setup perfect for this dungeon. If at any time you want to take a look at the builds. Yeah, I'd love, I mean, maybe at the end of the stream, you know, maybe when I'm, oh, there's an area map sitting right here. Yeah, I'd be curious to see what you do. Are you doing it in hard mode or normal mode, or which way do you prefer to run? You know, I'd set up something on my Paragon so that they had a bunch of shouts for energy, regen, also condition, and hex removal. So, run it on hard mode really easily. Okay. Yeah, I'd be curious to check that out. Let's see. Double drops. Yeah, that's the thing with hard mode. You get like double stuff, don't you? Or double the rewards at the chest at the end, I think. What I'm doing now is the best way. Yeah, going in and dying to it. It is. I have I actually do have pleasant memories of this dungeon. The first time I ran it, again, it was normal mode, but I had no idea what I was doing, and it wasn't even the dungeon itself. It was almost kind of the setup. It's like I was in my office, no interruptions for like 2 hours. The lights were out, and just trying to do this one thing and having no idea of anything that was going. Not even worm bile. And of course, my first couple run-ins with the worms were a complete disaster. And then it just turned into like this 2-hour run of wacky survival antics. Can I even make it through? And we did. It was messy as hell, but we did. It's actually a very pleasant memory of chaos. Let's see, Wurm's going to hit us here. Oh, he's going to hit the Norn. I appreciate the Norn in here, taking the hits. Hexbreaker Aria is a good paraskill here. Yeah, I've got that on a Paragon, because that seemed like a good thing to have. I haven't looked to see if my Paragon is struggling, though. Oh, I was going to send Worm Bile over there. Oh, no. Oh, he put Worm Bile on more than one. That's fine. I'll allow that. Get this one down, and then get this other one. Oops, and then this one. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Pull slowly and avoid a double clash of mob types. Yeah, that was my memory, or one of the memories, is the frost worms from underground had an uncanny knack for popping up just right as I'm being really, really careful. It's like, okay, there's no frost worms around here. I'm going to go ahead and pull this one group, and right when I pull that group, it's like, oh, nope. There's frost worms attached to them. Frost worms probably show up because of aggro, I would imagine. I'm going to see if we can get these drakes up here. Separate from the... Oh, never mind that. We have worms. Oh, but these are the baby worms. The training worms. Mesmers with the signet that cures hexes on the... Yep, I've got that on Gwen as well. I saw that and I'm like, oh, that's like built for this dungeon, it seems like. Yeah, still not enough for hard mode, but like I say, I need to figure out getting past all those elemental things, because the Worm Bile itself, I seem to be combating that okay, but running into loads and loads of elementals on the second level was hurtful. Pick up. Also a big fan of Ward of Stability in places like this where you've got worms. Wish-inspired Hex copied Worm Bile. Can you imagine? I thought of that. It's like, yeah, can you like reverse Hex on Worm Bile? I guess once Worm Bile expires on you, it inflicts a bunch of conditions on you. The conditions you'd be able to transfer, I guess, but I don't really need to get those other... Oh, more worm. Oh, real worm this time. 2 worms. Okay. Alright, so that was relatively smooth. Had a little bit of aggro trouble at the... Okay, so what I learned last time, there are worms right in front of that door. But if I can pull these avalanches over to me... maybe I'll bring the heroes there. That's awfully close. Hey, yeah, cast your ice stuff on those guys. Might be wrong, but I think the reason you sometimes get conditions from Wurm Bile is because some worms have Feast of Corruption. I was seeing some of the worms activating Feast of Corruption earlier. Alright, so I am going to bring Jin up. There will be a worm here shortly. Put her on that one. Oh, it's just the one. And she wasn't interrupted. Okay, good. Fine. I'll bring Jin up. Jin's better at interrupting than you are. Gwen has, like, her build is almost nothing but interrupts, and then she doesn't interrupt, man. Oh, yep, there, Feast of Corruption. There's... Okay. I've already forgotten what happened here. I know there's a siege worm back there. Whirling defense. Up, and there's... I think on hard mode that spawned 2 worms. I'll let the party deal with those elementals. Slope down has 1 stationary and 1 patrolling worm. Is that through the door over here? Because that's where I got last time. And yeah, there was a siege worm down there, but then there was like a group of 5 worms that popped up. One of them was a boss. And it was a little messy, but we actually did manage to get through that group okay. I think Gwen went down once, but otherwise... Okay, let me see if I can get these elementals first. I'm going to part Gwen on that, or Jin on that one, and I'll put Pyre. Does Pyre have interrupts? Yeah, he does. Pyre's running a weird build. He's got like he's more about health regen on himself than anything else. He does still have interrupts. All right, don't have to worry about that one. We come down here. There should be another. There they are. There's one. Oh, and we got Bile. Feast of Corruption. Oh, I'm... Yep. Yeah, we should have stayed back on that. Yeah, I think we actually did worse on that one than we did on hard mode. On hard mode, I think we only lost Gwen. Why did you not use Together as One for the whole team regen? I thought of that. I was looking at that. But I kind of wanted to go... I kind of wanted to go with it as Eye of the North was released, you know, pre-anniversary skills. I guess a little more purist, I suppose. I do 100% recognize that, yeah, that would have been a great... okay, so... Still have masses of the storm cloud, those storm cloud guys here. Alright. Does that mean we also have the masses of elementals over here? Yeah, Together as One would definitely be a great thing here. I'm going to pull this group in here. Vision. Yeah, I guess I'm just about... I make life more difficult for myself, that's for sure. Pull the storms out, you can aggro them and retreat easily enough. Yeah, so that's... Oh, I didn't click on the map. Oh, well, there, it looks like there's the portal there, so if I just go... So this is the long way around, it looks like. There are fewer chromatic drakes. There were like twice as many drakes there. But yeah, let's go ahead and try the storm clouds. I do have all of the Norn NPCs here that can help be meat shields a little bit. Speaking of meat shields, we've got 7 minions. Actually, I got in trouble the last time I flagged the heroes back. Oh, well this works out. We didn't pull the entire ceiling down on us the way we did before, looks like. Yeah, I got a lot for it too. Flag heroes the doorway, they knock down, they have a nasty air touch skill. Yeah, word of stability is nice with the knockdowns, assuming your hero puts it down in the right place. Okay, so there's a siege worm there, and I have to get through some Jotun. Skull Smasher, Blade Turner. Oh, Blade Turners are Mesmers, I think, or Mindbreakers are Mesmers, I guess. Again, this is another spot where war stability would have been nice. Feck. Oh, now he puts it up. By the way, Light of Deldrimor was made for this dungeon. Find so many treasures in this. Oh, yeah. Here, yeah. I'll finish off these guys here. I'm gonna get more worms if I engage this guy. Wait for the party to catch up here. No Wurm Bile and no Wurm Siege. So, Light of Deldrimor. Let's see. All our foes struck for 80 damage. Location of hidden objects are briefly... I've completely forgotten about hidden objects. And it's 80 damage AoE. Did it say 80 damage holy damage, I think? Oops. Yeah, 80 holy damage. Last level has about 8 hidden locations. That's cool. I'll have to remember. I completely forgot that hidden things were a thing. Alright. I keep forgetting to pick up the armor thing from the shrine. Okay, Wurm. I'm half expecting more Wurm aggro. What? Okay, yep, here they come. Oh, but it's all young ones. Everyone else let me shoot. Did I add you in game? I can't remember. You mean like friend list or something? I don't remember. I don't know if I got your name in here. You were was it Huey Wellington? Was that your character's name? Something like that? You know, I don't like that group over there. Yep, on Huey. Okay, yeah, so there's a little patrol here. One of the things I like doing the most with the assassin is just tossing him in there before they've aggroed, because then he gets all their initial aggro, you know, which means he usually gets all of their initial heavy spells. It's added now. Cool. Make sure to, oops. Come on. I will. You have been friended, Huey Wellington of Lion's Arch. I forgot that shows you where your friends are if they're online. I'll put. I love seeing all the exclamation marks. That means, uh-oh, look who we've got. Okay, Frostmaw spawns officially do Wurm Bile too, so that's something to watch out for. Yeah, the Norn are taking all the Wurm Bile in the head there. Okay, there's 2 incubi there, some the stalagmites. I think we should be able to get these guys. Icy Slagmites are annoying because they've got whirling defense. They're actually not really all that dangerous in and of themselves. It's just that they put down a bunch of spirits that aren't necessarily helpful. Alright. So there's nothing down that. Actually, isn't there like an area map down? Oh yeah, there's an area map here. I'm betting there's also going to be worms down here. I don't necessarily. Oh, dwarven power. Okay. Oh, yep. Here comes some worms. Now we're in it. Okay, that was, and I'm kind of glad that happened. This is prime worm bile. Oops, that's exactly the worst case worm bile situation. Oh shit. Okay. Got it. And the big one is still. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's the stuff that's the worm bile misadventures I remember. Oh, hey, crab. We could probably use another game. So, you. Dwarven powder keg. Oh, we've got a long way to go on this one. This is level 3. Yep. I'll come back for the powder keg because I suspect that we've got some fighting to do first before we get to whatever door needs to be blown open. That particular worm, by the way, is on steroids. It gives me trouble every damn time. Yeah, well, certainly gave me trouble. Oh, I didn't have the assassin out in time on that one. And we got maelstrommed. Come on, Pyre, you're the one with the heals. See, now this would have been a horrible spot for more worms to show up, which means I was sort of bracing for it to happen. Sort of expecting it to happen. Didn't. Alright. We have. There's nothing up there. Except maybe Light of Deltamore things, which I don't have. Oh, this corridor. This corridor's a thing, isn't it? Because I get this worm. Yep, here they come. Oh, just little ones. Although the little ones now also do worm bile. Or no, that was not the little ones. That was... There's like a medium one. Oh, here's one that does. Stability's up, alright. Another Feast of Corruption for you. Anyway, do you know exactly what bow drops here? I do not. Not offhand. I take it something good. Oh hey, I've got a lockpick, don't I? Oh, and the incubi just keep dropping. Silverwing recurve bow. I shall have to take a look. 64 chance. Oh yeah, because I'm in normal mode. Staff. There's a Frostworm down there. There's some elementals down there. I believe I get this guy. Some more worms are going to show up just like that last. I'll give him an assassin. Yep, here it comes. Okay, there's big guys. And if one drops that if I do get a silver wing bow and I don't like it, you want it. That's fair. I'm not hugely into it for the drops. This one, oh, and I have been biled. Oh man, everything's gotten a bit out of control now. Frostmaw spawn. Those are the ones that. Oh no, that's the big guy. Wow, yeah, it's you got 5 of those guys popping up. It's an issue for sure. 9 is 600 to 700 echoes. See, now if I drop it, or if it drops for me, you know, you could have just said it's like, oh yeah, it's not a great skin, you know. It's like, but now I know. Now I know it's worth ecto, you know. So now I don't know if I want to give it up. I'm just kidding. I don't really care all that much. I actually don't have much use for ecto. I mean, I suppose. I mean, I can always, you know, get ecto for armor sets or whatever. I suppose I'm going to say something a little controversial here. I actually don't care for most of the obsidian armor. Like, I visited my Hall of Heroes the other day, and I've got it apparently on my character because I can see it available in the Hall of Monuments, but I don't actually really like the look of it. I went to the Hall of Monuments on my warrior, and my warrior has like 5 armors dedicated to her. My ranger, my primary character, she's only got 2, which is odd. I'm not sure what I was thinking. She's only got like the elite Kurzik and the obsidian armor. Oh, you know, just sleeves moves. I play life like an altruist plays an RPG. There is something somebody said, it's like some Twitter joke or whatever, talking about games. It's like, if you're playing a game like Red Dead Redemption or whatever, open world, you know, sort of do whatever you want sort of game, where you can do anything you want, why would you choose to be good? And the person responds, it's like, well, because I don't like being a bad person, you know. Being mean makes me feel bad. And it's really, you know, as far as I'm concerned, as simple as that. I tend to play very white hat Like I was playing Red Dead Redemption, and it was always like, yeah, I'm generally on the side of law and order here. Somebody betrays my trust, then I might go and shoot them. But otherwise, I tend to be more on the side of. Yeah, it looks like I can go through here. On the side of light and right. Even being mean to pixels sits uncomfortably. Yeah, it does. You know, the worst one actually was Animal Crossing. I had never played Animal Crossing before. Oh, here we go. And I got it, and I played it for a little bit. And it's like, okay, whatever. Wasn't particularly attached, but oh my god, the guilt that game gives you if you're gone for like even a day. You know, the character's like, oh my god, where were you? We were worried. All this stuff. Like, holy crap. Settle down, game, you know? The old game, Knights of the Old Republic. Never played it, actually. It's, sadly, it was one of those games that, I went through a long phase there where I wasn't playing any games, somehow, for some reason. A sad time in my life, apparently. And apparently KOTOR was right in that phase, so I missed it. I think I did see something that it's coming out. It's getting re-released on Switch now. Star Wars turn-based game, old but fantastic. I might have to check that out one of these days. What's the situation? Yeah, I'll try. I'm gonna get another group of 5 Frostworms here, aren't I? Yep. I can see them coming. I see the cloud of dust. Oh, that's all young ones, though. That's when it's too bad I wasn't running Splinter Barrage. Warmonger's a little safer for like AoE interrupts, but in here, which is good in here, but Splinter would have been good against the little guys. I just always went light side. Yeah, it's like I don't really get the appeal of the dark side, that a lot of people have. It's like the people that are like always like, oh yeah, dark side's cool. It always just seems like edgelord stuff to me. I don't. Although I did watch the Clone Wars a while back, earlier this year. Oh, we've got worms incoming. And yeah. The Jedi Council and all that stuff from the Old Republic, it's like, yeah, they weren't really the sharpest tools in the shed. I'll admit that. But just from an ideal standpoint, I would be more light side in general. Okay, so that was a very smooth group of worms. It was always the same, playing through 7 light side and 1 dark side just to see the skills. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, I could see seeing the skills. It's like, yeah, let's see what these do. Or were they just really reskins of, similar skills that light side had or something? Good side never is. It has the sit back and give the benefit of the doubt sometimes to its own demise. That's a trick. I mean, we see that all the time. I mean, hell, in real life. It's like, yeah, you want to be good, but there's a cost of being good. And that's where everyone had. Oh, there's the door that I need to blow open with the dwarven powder keg. Okay, I see it. There's worms in this room, I know. Good guys don't throw stuff down your throat. Yeah. I don't know why I warmongered them when they weren't even aggroed, so they weren't casting spells, but whatever. Ooh, okay. Good guys don't throw stuff down your throat, including religious good guys. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to go down too far down the religious talk, but yeah. Religious proselytizing. There's a balance there. I've actually got a friend, girl who cuts my hair. Think of as the good Christian. It's like, yeah, she's goes to church, does charity, does all the good stuff, but she's also not. There's no way you're ever going to see her on the news for for cramming stuff down people's throat. She's like, no, very very live and let live, which is the way it should be as far as I'm concerned. Come on, guys, shoot. Oh yeah, they're good Christians. It's just whoa, we got a lot here. Yeah, it's just tend not to. They're not the ones that get all the attention, unfortunately. Seems like. Although in a way that's like everything. It's like, never mind religion. It's like the stuff that like makes it on news and coverage and everything. It's all outrage stuff. Whatever gets whatever makes people have the emotional reaction is what's going to get page views. Wasn't there something? Yeah, let's leave it at that. Yeah, that's fine. Wasn't there something like just a week or two ago? Revealed on Facebook there was something about their algorithm that I need to blow that door open. Their algorithm would intentionally push controversial stuff to the front page of news feeds, or however the Facebook stuff worked. I don't actually have Facebook. I did there briefly, actually back in the Guild Wars 1 days. I had Facebook for the sole purpose of requirement 9, feathered flatbow. For the sole purpose of hanging out with my guild in Guild Wars, because we had a Guild Wars Facebook group. If I'm totally honest, I consider myself an agnostic theist that believe the scriptures are real and pure, but the Vatican is far from pure. Sad, because I could never find a church for me. In a way, my wife is kind of in a little bit of a similar boat. She, went to a Catholic high school there for a while, and for a while was, really I don't know if I'd say really into the Catholic thing, but she was into the community aspect of it, I guess. She liked that she felt there was always a family there for her. But at a certain point, she had a bit of a falling out, shall we say. Was never able to reconcile a number of her religious stuff with what her pastors were telling her. It's like, but wait, no, there's the inconsistencies, I guess, got to her, and she couldn't reconcile it. So. You do not need the black powder. Wurm releases a big snowball. Oh, Now you mention that, I do have a vague memory of a rolling snowball. From somewhere. Oh, the black powder. There's like another secret door somewhere in this dungeon, isn't it? Like maybe down here or something, or over here, where maybe it's like Light of Deltamore stuff. Okay, I don't have Light of Deltamore on, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. I was going this way, wasn't I? Just gonna go back the way I came. There's gonna be more mobs that way. Best and most joyous moment of early church life from school days was the sense of family from Sunday choir. Yeah, that was a similar thing for my wife. You know, it was just she felt like there was an extra family unit there beyond just her own family. She didn't have, brothers. She was an only child, so her family unit was really just herself, mom and dad. And then she had one really close friend. Alright, so if I approach this, we're going to get... Okay, so there's some stalagmites there. Yep, yeah, I see it coming. Beck, I want that ward. Oh wow, Warmonger's weapon does not last long. I got a couple of them. Accidentally interrupted suffering. Yeah, okay, I'll take it. Oh, and yeah, there was, killing that group created a snowball. Thanks for that tip there, Dune. That sped things up. Otherwise, I was gonna run all the way back, and you know what? I don't need to kill you guys. I'm just gonna run. Oh, mandragores. See, I was saying at the intro to this, it's like before the hard mode run, I've only remembered the first level and the fifth level. Both of those being relatively short. Levels 2, 3, and 4, no real memory of. I had like little piecemeal memories of that last piece. Hey, Shadowbreaker. Mandragores, yep, it's time. Nope. Map doesn't do it. It's this. And of course that doesn't tell me anything because I don't have an area map, because the area map is over here. Pressing U. Alright, how far are we traveling? Oh, it's a distance. See, this is part of the reason why I think Frostmaw's Burrow stuck out with me. When I first played it. The experience of Wurm Bile for the first time. Hey, Dawnbreaker. Welcome in as well. The experience of Wurm Bile is one thing. But also, it's a trek, man. It's 5 levels. Granted, levels 1 and 5 are very short, but I mean that's a distance, and there's going to be worm pop-ups throughout. Have to be really careful with aggro. Just flipping siege worms. Yeah, I'm not surprised the hard mode run washed out pretty quickly, which it did, by the way. Yeah, this dungeon has plenty of hexes and conditions. It's not to mix mobs. Find yourself with much degen very fast. I need to finish Nightfall and Prophecies before you get... Oh, so Dawn, have you, are you... You're not first time playing through, are you? I thought you already had a, Or are you just, playing through again for the first time after a long absence, sort of similar to me? Man, those groups are really close. I might be able to pull. Okay, storm clouds. Oh, shoot. Man, those storm clouds and the mandragores are moving right with each other. Okay. If they're linked together, man. Okay, no, they're not. Oh, those Norn. The Norn screwed me over. It's on now. Oh. Actually, we mopped the floor with them. Kind of sort of doing a God Walking Amongst Mere Mortals run on your new Elementalist, but taking my time. Playing with Mikey. Is he the Ex-Begotten, the Paragon guy that's been streaming? Begotten, yeah, okay. Yeah, I've caught a couple of his streams here and there. I actually did, because of him, I did go and check out my Paragon the other night, see what she was running. I have no idea what she was running. It's weird. It's like the build that I have on my hero Paragons in general. Oh, shoot. Oh, hey. Hello there. The build on my hero Paragons generally makes more sense than whatever it was I was running on my actual Paragon character. So I need to take a look. For this Paragon hero, I've outfitted her with just a bunch of like hex removal and energy regen stuff because I figured it was going to be an issue. But it's probably a very messy build. Alright. So I don't think I need to get those guys. We're just going... Yep, just going this way. Beware of more worms. Okay. I'm going to pause here and watch these patrols. Paragon heroes are good for hex removal and stuff like that, but you probably need a whole squad of Paragons for being collectively worthwhile to run. Yeah, I think what I had sort of on my default Paragon hero, I mean this Paragon hero is this is just a complete, 5 minutes to, throw a bunch of energy and hex removal stuff on there. What I normally run on her is like, it's sort of a fire thing, because Paragon have a lot of like fire skills or skills that feed or buff off of fire. Like, if the enemy is burning, you get armor against burning foes and things like that. And I think I had setups that were pretty much capitalizing on that. Which of course only works if the enemies actually are on fire. Oh, and we have Wurm. Somehow we have not managed to aggro that. Oh, that's stalagmites over there. We don't have to worry about that. If I was running it with a heavy burning team, I'd run something with burning refrain, and they're on fire. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're on fire was one of the things that. I don't know about burning refrain. That's probably one of them. I'd have to take a look. Oh yeah, with defense, he's gonna block all my arrows. No, that's all right. The minions will go in and clean up. Gilded Edge. My warrior used to run with the gold Gilded Edge for a while. Yeah, we all do get names mixed up, skill names. Well, I mean, there's what, 1,000 skills, 1,500 skills in this game? Can't remember them all. As long as you don't confuse Barrage with, like, some healing thing. It's like, I'm going to use Barrage to heal my... actually, come to think of it, that'd be a cool thing. It's like, are there any skills, like, I don't know if it would be a weapon skill or whatever, that you could combine with Barrage to actually heal yourself by barraging other enemies? Probably is. Probably well, I guess Ritualists are the only ones with weapon skills. Well, there's also PvE stuff, like the Great Dwarf Weapon. That's not a Ritualist spell, but that is a weapon spell. I did look at Great Dwarf Weapon earlier. I was disappointed to see it's like, oh, I guess you can only put that on other allies, not on yourself. 80% of fire magic AoE skills are the same to me. It's kind of funny. I don't remember fire magic all that much. I mean, it was just sort of general. Yeah, fire does a lot of damage, but whatever. Nothing too special. Until Nightfall came along. Until, like, Searing Flames and Savannah Heat came along. I started seeing some of those. The first time you run into, like, Ruby Djinns, you're like, holy, what the hell is this? Once you try Searing Flames, GG. What's GG build? Can't enjoy another fire build. Glowing. Oh yeah, Glowing Gaze. Yeah, because Glowing Gaze returns energy to you, if I recall. Was that what that one does? Oh hey, we've got a lot of... That's right, Mandragores love to put conditions on. Oh wow, we're dying here. Gwen's dying. Yeah, Glowing Gaze keeps you up with energy for Searing Flame spamming. Yep. Yep, that's a memory. I saw a Wurm over there. I was waiting for it to come back. Oh, Gwen can't get up because frozen soil. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Meaning Gwen is dead until we can get these spirits cleaned out. Fortunately, it's only the one Wurm for now. And lockpick. I'd probably enjoy playing some volley spirit strength build on my Ritualist. Great Dwarf Weapon could be self-cast. Was that something they changed? Because I thought Great Dwarf Weapon, you could self-cast it, at least, like, initially, but then I think there was, like, some build that was, like, way overpowered that they ended up, maybe they changed that, or maybe I'm not thinking of that right. Maybe a spear build because of the way Ritualist throws a weapon. Who throws a spear like a softball? I jumped on my Ritualist earlier this week, farming something. Like spirit spam farming, pretty simple setup. And I had her equipped with Razajan's Fervor, that sword. It's a good looking sword. Although honestly, for spirit spam, she should have just had a staff, I'm sure. But yeah, just the way she moves around with the sword, it's like, what are you even doing? Why are you doing that? Stop doing that. It doesn't look right. To be honest, actually, yeah, the animations of Ritualists kind of turned me off of them for a long time. Until I started actually playing one. I still think their animations are weird. But I do recognize their utility makes up for the wackiness, I guess. Yeah, mandragores in here generally aren't a problem, except for that last group. That last group kind of kicked our asses a bit. PvE is already dumb enough as it is. Ritualist with Whirling Axe and Whirlwind was the funniest. Okay, we've got a Siege Worm. I'm gonna catch Wurm, Wurm aggro right as I go in here, aren't I? Oh, that's a chasm. I don't have direct easy. Well, I'm gonna have to get these guys first. Oh, we have worms. Just the one worm, at least. Alright. It's cleared out. Oh, and we just got Mandragored. Which is one of the most interesting classes in the game, if not the most interesting. It's a shame people really only play Spirit Spam. Yeah. Got people targeting each. Well, I suppose I don't need to kill these two. We can just go through that door. Yeah, whatever. I'll get this chest. At the same time, I can see why that might have been overlooked. They were billed as an alternate monk. I remember there were some. Weren't ritualists? Can't ritualists like actually out heal monks? I seem to remember they were like overpowered monks at least for a little while. Winged axe. When the game was popular, I used to run a bunch of PvE convent with ritualist friends that would play SOS, another played a weapon spell healer, another was a ST prod. Kind of crazy. I don't know that I ever really ran teams that were full one class or another. I suppose the closest I came was sort of doing, my Barrage Pet way. Load up as many Rangers as possible. Other than that, I tend to run, I don't know, I want to call them balanced builds, but just very spread out. A lot of worms here. And mandragores. No. I do wonder how much harder this would be if I didn't have these self-resing Norm taking aggro half the time. No, let's get this one up here. Only thing that gives monks the healing edge is divine favor. All my monk heroes are smite prayers. They don't use them with that. Along with the, you know, all Paragon team. That's some, you know, should do. Run a full team of monks, but they're just smite monks the whole time. You know, maybe each one has like maybe 1 or 2 heals, but otherwise all smiting. All right. This is going to be very... I'm going to wait for a ward of stability before these guys. Actually, oh, we're almost there. We're almost to the door. What time is it? 5 o'clock? All right. This actually is working out. Wife will be getting off work shortly. So probably about half an hour before she gets home. 8 ray of judgments at once. Yeah. When Jesus beam didn't call scatter. Yeah. Ray of judgment is pretty hilarious. Ward. Alright, well. Oh, and we've got Wurm in the mix. This is what I'm talking about. Wurm's just knowing the best time to show up. The most inconvenient time. Hey, I see you just aggroed, you know, 10 giants. It'd be a shame if I joined the party, wouldn't it? Unfortunately, he's not getting Wurm Bile off, but these giant blood curdlers are doing a bit of condition number on us. Gwen's sitting there at like one health point. Map piece. There's a core and deep runner. Oh, hey, we've got more worms. Oh, we don't have order stability up. Corrupt. Got it, barely. Alright, so nothing that way, or there might be Light of Deltamore stuff that way, but I don't have Light of Deltamore. I'm going to have to remember that on future dungeon, because I'm going to try to be doing more Eye of the North dungeons to remember to bring Light of Delgamore. Fine, you can block arrows, can you block assassins though? Almost there. This is the end of level 4, and level 5 is pretty short. It's pretty much just Frostmaw, and I think he's got a couple of buddies around him. Actually, no. There's this little entry area, isn't there? There's going to be worms coming somewhere in here. Am I wrong? That this area needs... Yeah, okay, so he's just right there. So yeah, this is a pretty small spot. No snowballs. Oh, so we've got rolling in hard mode. There's rolling snowballs around here. In here, yeah. I ran into some of those in some of the other levels. Even on normal mode, you know, there were some there. What's this door? Is there a door here? Can't do anything with it. I'm surprised. I thought sure there'd be some worm pop-ups in that whole entry area. Or maybe this is just lulling you into a false sense of security. Now this is another thing I remember. I always loved this little cavern piece here with the snow. This is just a very pretty area. Oh, Frostworm Young. First time chat from Caldaloika. I'm sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but hello and welcome. Welcome to nearing the end of Frostmaw's Burrow's run. Still playing this game? Oh yeah. You know, the quick backstory, and it seems to be a common theme among a number of Guild Wars 1 streamers, is a lot of us, you know, put the game down, you know, 9 or 10 years ago. Oh, I need the ward. And then for any number of reasons, you know, just started coming back to it. It's like, you know what, I miss this game. Because I played a lot of other games, like recently, but none of them just quite scratch the itch, you know, the same itch. Thinking of going back. World of Warcraft. I could never actually really get into World of Warcraft. It's funny, I actually, when I first picked up Guild Wars 1, like, it came out in 2005, I had the choice between Guild Wars or World of Warcraft. And I knew of World of Warcraft, certainly, but I really wasn't... This is like long in the, you know, before the days of being able to do free demos or anything like that. Oh, I'm gonna get worm pop-ups here. Well, I'm gonna clear out as I go. But yeah, I was curious about World of Warcraft, but I really wasn't sure about the whole monthly subscription thing. Whereas Guild Wars, it's like, buy once, play forever. Yeah, okay, that at the time that made more sense. Plus which, I remember I was looking at the box, you know, Guild Wars 1 box, and I think it had like a little fold out, a little openable, you know, front page thing. You open it up and there's this big picture of a ranger, you know, shooting at a bone dragon that for the time just looked like that looked really cool. The graphics on it looked really, really great. I mean, very old, you know, style now, you know, but at the time it looked awesome. So I went ahead and bought it, and I got hooked. And what actually hooked me is sort of the skill, the team building. I'm running around with like a team of henchman heroes. And because that was another thing with World of Warcraft. I wasn't not the most sociable of players. At least I wasn't, which is even funnier now because like I'm not a social player. What am I doing? I'm streaming. Oh, hey. Oh, okay, that was it. We had to kill all the little ones to get these guys to show up. And then there is Frostmaw there. Oh no, there is Frostmaw. Okay. Alright. Fortunately, I think the minions and the Norn are taking the bulk of the damage. But yeah, I always did like you know, the skill building in this game. You know, initially it was like, man, you can only have 8 skills, but it's like, well, that's actually where kind of the fun of it is. It's like, can I do this? And oh, I got biled. I'm gonna put pain on this guy. Is PvP still active? By bots. That's what I've heard. Wanted to try the PvP in Guild Wars 1. Bots farm Zaishin keys. Wish World of Warcraft didn't introduce a bunch of flavor of the month mechanics for their expansions, just kept expanding on the basic concepts they had in earlier iterations. Is Frostmaw is still there. Frostmaw himself isn't all that bad. It's all the extra ads. Is this stability board? Yeah, it is. Okay, I'll stay here. Oh, it just finished. Yeah. Yeah, PvP. I guess it's all about finding active players wherever they are. I can't speak to the PvP. I have a was it rank 3, the Bambi, which I only got because at some point there was a ranger build. I think it was like a trap build where you'd go in as a full team of rangers and just create a big mob of traps in an area. That was a meta thing for, you know, a month or so, and it happened to coincide with like a double faction event. So that's how I got almost all my PvP faction. Probably is just from that. Although I did like when factions came out, I did like alliance battles and some of the other things. Frostmaw is dead, somewhat unceremoniously. The chest requires 10 gloom shield and a lockpick. Did I not even get a? I didn't even get a piece of onyx. I thought that was something you always got. Brothers are avenged. Yeah, how many times did you die in here, Latham? I must hunt down the remaining Wurm younglings hiding in those mountains. You shared in Frostmaw's downfall. Rest assured that your name will not be forgotten. Okay. Some things I didn't really get in Frostmaw. It's like, yeah, why are these doors? Guild Wars 2 has been somewhat consistent, but at the same time not. Even mass boss trains are face rubbing parties. Yeah, Guild Wars 2, it's like, oh, I've got a lockpick and there's a chest right here. I enjoyed it, but at the same time, it doesn't have the complexity to it that this one did. I jumped into it at some point last week, you know, on my Ranger, and I hadn't played that game for a couple of years. And it was like within a minute or two, it was right back. It's like, okay, yeah, I remember my Ranger cycle for do this stuff. And I hardly needed to do anything to kill the mobs. Even like veteran mob, I ran into a veteran group, and I'm like, I'm a new player, and I'm just sort of killing everything. It always annoyed me that you pick a bow and your first 5 skills are set. It's like, okay, those are the only 5 skills you're getting. You can change your 5 utility skills to whatever you want. It's like, but I was very disappointed when they ditched initial roadmap for the game and introduced fractals to keep the hardcore grinders satiated. PvE players in Guild Wars 2 were notoriously bad. Well, I just remember it was like, yeah, and I think you commented it there in the stream, the boss battles, like what's it, you know, all the dragons are sort of in the open world, or the dragon lieutenants, I guess. Like, was it the Claw of Jormag? Because I farmed the Claw of Jormag for a long time because I wanted a bow. I think it's the longbow that his material is worth. But yeah, there wasn't a whole lot to that, really. I mean, you've got 50 players all running around. It's just, not much to it. Talk to Latham, you can hand in. Yeah, I believe I already did. Yeah, he gave me the gold and the experience. Soloing dungeons on my Mesmer a few months ago, not because I wanted to, because I could. Soloing are you in Guild Wars 2? On a Guild Wars 2 Mesmer, you mean? Yeah, I had a Mesmer in Guild Wars 2, but I could not tell you really anything about their skills. I don't remember. I mean, I remember they had like some teleportation and some like duplications, like they could make like little ghost copies of themselves, but that's about it. About all I remember. Let's see. Well, I guess it's inventory cleaning time. See if we got anything. Improved sale value. I don't think we got anything too worthwhile here. Got a couple of golds, but highly salvageable. Actually, I will salvage. Sundering chance 16%. Nah, it's not perfect. Iron. I've heard that iron is valuable now. When a Mirage dodge rolls, they become immune for about 2 seconds. It's their entire gimmick. Every expansion just made every new class super OP. So if you never had the expansion and wanted to World VW, yeah. I can see that. I'll keep the lockpick up here. Yeah, that's the problem with World versus World. It's like, if you like playing World versus World, and I guess it's the same with any game that releases expansions that have, you know, unlockable skills. Stay current, you've gotta, you know, you gotta buy the new expansions then too. At least if you want to run meta builds, I guess. I mean, I've been out of these games so long, I could not even begin to tell you what meta stuff there is. Let's see. Oh, I'm out of identifies. So, Chorus Deep Runner may be interested in this. These were part of like another dungeon, weren't they? I forget what that was all about. I'm sure I've already got it unlocked on a character from ages ago, but I don't remember what it is. Notorious Foe. So these aren't actual bounties to pick up. Okay. I guess being part of a mass push to win something helped me love World vs. World. World vs. World I enjoyed in, you know, small pieces here and there. It was like a little accent thing. And I'm just going to sell all this stuff. I don't think there's anything. Oh, you know, actually I will salvage white stuff. Because I did cave and buy the material expansion thing a little while ago. Because being capped at 250 materials was annoying me, and I don't know if they had that when I initially put this game down. So it's like, yeah, I'll give them another $10. Does that give me tan hides? I think I'm full of those. Everything else is of some... Oh, glittering dust. And scales, yep. Let's see, sell. Do not sell materials, because that defeats the whole point. Turn some excess materials into consets. I guess that's why like iron and some of those other materials are so expensive now, is because everyone's always running every time I like pop into a stream somewhere, someone that's running like a farming thing, Fissure of Woe, they've always got like all the consets up. And I guess I'm just old. I mean, I've got a couple here, but I always think it's the precious thing. It's like, oh, those are really rare. You know, those are really hard to get. You know, you don't want to use them just any time. I guess that's the difference since I've been away so long. You know, it's still special to me, but it's not special to everyone else. Oh, I'm at 500 iron already. Okay. Keep a little bit of gold out for myself. Alright, let's see. Merchant. I'll just sell off some of this extra stuff. Do I get any more from selling? No. Okay, I'll just sell it off. I don't need to worry about context because you're always getting them from Mikey when you're running in teams with him. Yeah, it was funny. Was it last week sometime? Was it Rusty? And I think a number of us joined in because he did Boreas Seabed, and a number of us joined in. I forget. Did he use concepts on that? Because he was just running in normal mode, I think. Mikey overuses concepts. He gives you so much stuff and you don't know why. Chances are, I mean, I don't know the guy, you know, well, but chances are, if he's been playing this whole time, he probably just, a lot of people just have stacks and stacks of stuff. It's like, they give you things just, you know, if only so they can clear out their own inventory. It's like, oh, hey, here's a person who's, here's a person who needs stuff. It's like, well, I don't actually need it. Well, here, take this stuff. Because, you know, I don't want to buy another expansion, you know. Just not used to being given stuff. Yeah, it's like, well, a lot of stuff. I mean, I'll take some stuff, but I don't know. I don't know that I care about a lot of stuff. I have like 4 mule characters. They're all rangers. They're like level 2 or 3 in Cantha because that's the fastest one. That are just there just for the bags, and they're all full of mini pets. And I don't, I don't pull out mini pets. I always forget they're even there. And I keep thinking it's like, I need to get on those at some point and just start selling them off, or selling, just even giving them away. I really have no need. There may be 1 or 2 mini pets where it's like, yeah, okay, I would keep that. Dedicate mini pets and delete them. Oh yeah, mini pets can be dedicated in the Hall of Monuments. That's right. You know what? Because I finished up the dungeon here. I've got maybe another half hour or so before I should leave. Just gonna check Hall of Monuments in here. This might be a little embarrassing, honestly, putting my Hall of Monuments up here on the internet. But I just want to see what all I've got in here. I know that my elite armor for my ranger, I've only got 2 sets in here. I've got obsidian, and heroes can stay back there. Yeah, I've got obsidian and the elite Kurzik. These are the only 2 elite armors I have on my ranger. Now my warrior, for some reason, has 5 elite armors. And I don't know why. Weapons. So, oppressors. All oppressors, and then 1 destroyer. I guess oppressor stuff must have been really easy to farm. And only 1 destroyer axe. What's over here? Oh, these are for doing all the campaigns. Like, is it in hard mode? Oh, these are like titles you can put up there. Okay. I put the Sorrow's Furnace one up here. Yeah, and you can only put five at a time. View the monument. Additional Jesus. You can't put more. No, you can only have 5 at a time. Okay. I have a stupid jungle troll I got from our first birthday on first character. It's the most boring, uninteresting minery I have, but I love it. No tormented weapons. No, apparently. I thought I had a torment weapon. I mean, I remember, heroes, you guys make this too crowded. I thought I had a torment weapon. Oh, maybe it's on... I might have put a torment weapon on one of my other characters, but maybe I didn't dedicate it. Fellowship. Oh, this is if you get the armor sets on heroes, I think. Special armor sets on heroes. Although, what's the Imperial Phoenix doing there? Animal Companion. You get that just from being like a ranger, though, don't you? Is this the main character? Yeah, this is my main, what I consider my main character. Monument to Devotion. Raptor Ooze, Norn Bear. Fire Imp. Koss, Miniature Elf. Siege Turtle. Oh, Black Moa Chick. Black Moa Chick. Oh! Was the The Black Moa chick, that was like a little quest thing you had to do where you had like an incubation kit, and you had like, because when I jumped on my warrior the other day, she still had like an incubation kit sitting in her inventory, and I couldn't remember what it was for. Oops. You know, I'm going to switch, because I think my warrior, she's got more. I think she has even more stuff in her haul. I want to see what armors she has on her. Well, I mean, she's got like gladiators now, but I don't think she has any. Just call Mikey to do whatever you want. So yeah, she's got like 5. Oh, and I guess this character, I guess these two are still going through their whole wedding thing on this character. So let's see. Okay, there's a tormented bow. So I did have a tormented bow at some point. Still a whole lot of oppressor stuff. So what do we have? Asura, Elite Kurzik, Obsidian, Elite Canthan, Elite Sunspear. Marn's Graho. So I got a ton of armors for my warrior, but like only 2 on my ranger. And my ranger's my primary. That's weird. Well, anyway, I think probably going to wrap it up here. The only thing I was hoping to do today was Frostmaws, which I did. Disappointed I wasn't able to do it in hard mode, but as I got in there on the second floor, I'm not surprised. It's like, yeah, that would have been a bit much. That seems to be the way these streams are going. It's like, yeah, hard mode, yeah, sure, no problem. You know, then get stomped. But that's why I've usually got about 3 hours blocked out for this, so that I have time to die, and then time to do it again in normal mode. I'm going to check something here. Let's see. Nope, nobody's online. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and close out here, and then tomorrow I'm going to jump on, probably about 4 o'clock Pacific time, maybe 3 o'clock, probably 4 o'clock. I'll jump on into my new character on my new account, the Warrior Monk. Last time where we left her, I believe I had just done the Great Northern Wall, and I had arrived at Fort Rannoch. I need to do some quests on her because I need to get her charge, like a running thing. And I'll probably do some Fort Rannoch. I did start up a new character on that account, a new ranger that's sort of vaguely going for legendary defender, and she's already up at like level 10 or something like that. Although that's just a farming character at this point. So yeah. Tomorrow, 4 o'clock Pacific, Warrior Monk time, fresh playthrough. I don't even remember much of Fort Rannoch. I think that's the one with the catapults, but beyond that, I don't remember much about it. But I guess we'll find out tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I didn't see any streamers. Actually, hang on. I'm going to see if there's any other Guild Wars 1 streamers if we feel like raiding anybody. Don't know. what is going on in Guild Wars streaming community? Oh, there is a guy running Eye of the North Dungeons. You know what? Let's see. Another guy doing dungeons. Yeah, let's see if this would be my first time trying to raid someone. I don't know. Here, let's see. Is it like just /raid? Let's try. I used raid character. Did that, is that working? Guess we'll find out here. Yep. Okay, cool. Well, I guess that's going to close things out. We'll see you guys next time. Maybe tomorrow, otherwise maybe next week for some other dungeon. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.